Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Planet FM 104.6. This is the Third and Footlong Show. My name's Darran Lees.
And I'm DT.
Good evening, DT.
Good evening, Darran.
Do you still have your voice?
I know, I called you like 40 minutes ago, not to say I wasn't doing the show, just to say something else. And I was like, oh no, my voice.
It was just completely gone. It was almost like you were having that
like I was whispering.
13, 14-year-old.
Bad.
But you're repaired now. You're fixed.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it'll last out the whole
You're
show.
not broken.
You can at least talk, so it's fine.
Oh, I sometimes struggle for words, as you know.
And I think you'll have some opinions on our games today.
Oh.
And I know you love my shirt, which I wore especially for you, John. Especially for you. It is Darth Vader, because the Empire has returned.
For a week.
No.
For a week.
For the Super Bowl.
Never. So it's the episode structure for tonight. We have got the food segment, which was the big chocolate debate. We got some NFL news because there's a lot going on there. We've got our NFL games. Was it a championship week?
Yep.
Yes,
No,
divisional week. Championships next week.
Coming up.
Then we'll talk about tomorrow's college football game.
Yes, which is also
championship week. That's it.
Yeah.
And then we will have our final 4 NFL teams, and we'll give you a bit of what our thoughts are on those games. So how's your weekend been? You been up to much?
No, just editing. I don't really know what happened to Sunday. I don't know if you have those days where you don't really know what you do, but suddenly you look and you go, well, how's it 3:40 p.m? What happened to my Sunday? What am I doing?
Yeah, I had a couple of those where it was just like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, what? I feel like I achieved nothing today. I achieved nothing.
I don't know what happened to it.
There's a lot of people who work with me that probably think that'd be every day. It's like, what have you achieved? Why are you here?
I think most people
are you paid?
For me, anyway.
I was up to something unusual this weekend that I never thought I'd do.
Was it one of you listening in the Cinema Dark song?
No, it wasn't one of those.
Okay.
But it was cinematic related. For some reason, I just started watching black and white films.
Oh, okay.
From like the 1920s and 1930s. For no reason.
Film noir or horror?
No, sort of like Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, like old school.
Laurel and Hardy.
Style. Yeah.
I came across this video without even looking, so someone must have been like in my mind. Do you remember a show called This Is Your Life?
I've heard of it, I don't know it, no.
So it's basically a show where they surprise a famous person and they literally invite all these people on throughout their life. And I found this one of Laurel and Hardy, and they surprised them. I know, that long ago, 1954 or something like that. And you could tell when they surprised them that Oliver Hardy was just so excited. He was so chuffed about it. And Stan Laurel, being this typical Northern English guy, was like, I really don't want this. Just, could you find someone else? They're just so... But the great thing about This Is Your Life is they surprise you with the people they bring in on as well. And they quite often play like an audio. And they go, this is someone who you'll remember from your time. And every time they played these voices, they would look at Laurel and Hardy and go, do you know who that is? And every time, without doubt, they'd be like, no. And then this person would come out and they'd be like, oh, it's you.
Yeah.
And it was just so weird and so awkward and...
Beautiful. So you basically watch awkward videos all day?
I watched awkward videos, but did watch some comedy gold.
Comedy gold.
Comedy gold.
So
I was waiting for you to turn around, like when I said Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, for you to go, who are Laurel and Hardy?
Of Ginger Rogers, I knew of that name.
Who's Laurel and Hardy?
To be fair, it's not as bad as the one you said the other week.
Which one was that?
Bonnie Blue.
Oh, you had to bring it up, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You didn't post any videos either?
No.
But you have posted a lot of videos.
I'm happy to send you the footage and you're welcome to cut.
I can post it on my personal, I suppose.
If you want.
Why not? Don't complain when I've got 26 views.
I think you can say 26,000 views and then I'll go, yes, Darren, then you can say I was wrong and can hit me in the face with a cream pie or something and I'll happily take it.
A what?
A cream pie. I know, I thought it was appropriate. Was that not an appropriate
That's not appropriate, especially in that talking.
I know, I
Anybody
thought it was
under
funny.
the age of 25 has gone like...
Did you not find it funny?
In a slapstick version, yeah.
No.
But it has a very different meaning
No, I
today.
know, that's why I was doing it. I did the double entendre. Did you not appreciate it?
I did appreciate it, thank you.
I thought you would.
All of our listeners are like, oh my God, are we in for this again?
Yes.
Yes, you are, and you will like it, and you will listen.
We've talked about weirder things.
To almost quote Noel Gallagher. When people complained about him doing cover versions.
Is that oh, no, that's someone else. Yeah, have you ever watched the Big Fat Quiz of the Year?
No.
Okay. Well, there's like
I host so many of them, I don't want them in my house.
There's like a guy who sometimes appears on that looks like a weird, like, Raven Crow man. He's British. He looks very strange. I don't know who he is.
You have to send me a photo. I'll probably know who he is, but that description of Raven Crow man.
I feel like I'll try and find a photo now and of the Raven Crow man while you discuss the chocolate results.
I will do. But lots of videos posted, by the way. Very, very good work from you.
Thank you.
So if anyone's listening, you can not only hear us here, but you can go on to all good podcast platforms and get these shows again. And then you can go onto YouTube and TikTok and Facebook, and you can see all these wonderful videos that DT works on.
Noel Fielding.
Making me look. Noel Fielding, top guy.
He looks like a crow.
He is. He's a good guy. He's on some like cook show now, though.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's on some cooking.
Does he look like a crow,
British Bake Off.
Oh, yeah.
Great British Bake Off. I'm
That's
like, what are you doing, Noel Fielding?
There's not just some cook show, though.
That is an interesting change of like going from like the Mighty Bush, which was like this real kind of like high standing British comedy, to a Great British Bake Off.
Hey, I would take the check too.
I would go on it now.
Yeah. I would take a check, yep.
Right, let me find out this chocolate. It was a rather basic one this week.
Yes.
It was basic. I tried to dumb it down a bit, but it did not stop the controversy. So what is your favourite type of chocolate? There was only 5 choices.
But
milk.
Yes.
Dark.
Yes.
White.
No.
No chocolate, thanks, pass me the savouries.
Absolutely not.
And then hot chocolate, you sexy things.
Yes. Here we go. Those were my votes.
Those were your votes. Thank you for sharing, because now everyone knows what you voted for. So, in last place, and deservedly so.
White chocolate.
No chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no chocolate. Whoever ticked that savouries thing, get out of here.
I don't do savoury food, really.
You don't do like kind of like pies and...
Yeah, but like I would take chocolate over pie.
Would you take chocolate on pie?
I would try it. Because there's like mole, it's quite tasty and it's got chocolate in it.
Second place was hot chocolate, you sexy things. No, not second place. 4th place, sorry. 16%. Then,
white chocolate.
3rd place was white chocolate. Yeah. 17%. I like white chocolate.
No.
Yeah, I do white chocolate.
I don't.
Then dark chocolate, which can be a bit Marmite for people. They got 18.
That's pretty high.
That's not bad. But milk chocolate, deservedly.
100%.
40%. Should we delve into some of the comments? There was some rough comments in there. Emma said, anything that's covered in chocolate, lol. Nuts, fruit and biscuits. To which I replied, bodies, question mark.
Oh, well.
Well, there is body chocolate.
Yes, there is.
And people cover their bodies in chocolate, so I thought that was a fair question.
Strawberries.
Corin and Craig really don't get on, do they? To match his political views, Craig Westenberg would choose something sour. Corin, this is Craig's response. Meanwhile, to match your political views, I know you'll be voting for white.
Oh, wow. Wow, that was a spicy comment. I like that.
It was.
I learned yesterday that it's the election year, which I did.
It is. It has not been announced yet, but it is coming soon.
I was very unaware of that. And then I had to, when you're talking to someone, and then you had to pretend that you weren't surprised by this news, and I was like, oh, it is, isn't it? But in my head, I was just like, what?
Well, Corin then came back and said, well, any chocolate really, as long as it's moist. Why would you describe chocolate as moist?
But I have to say, the worst thing is if you have chocolate and you leave it in the sun or whatever, and then it melts, and then it's just kind of a goo, and yeah, no.
Just deviant comments. And then Kaz from the UK came back and was like, really? I prefer mine hard. as in out the fridge.
Oh no, I hate fridge chocolate.
Yeah, it's too difficult to chew.
No,
bite.
and it like ruins the flavour of the
It
taste
can
of
do,
the chocolate.
yes. Yeah, not putting chocolate in the... I know someone that used to own a chocolate shop.
Okay, yep.
Like a shop that sold chocolate, not a shop that was made out of chocolate.
Chocolatier.
Chocolatier.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, never put chocolate in the fridge.
What's weird?
Wrecks it.
What?
Wrecks
like
it.
Brexit?
Wrecks it. Wrecks the chocolate. It wrecks it.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were like saying Brexit. And I was like, what?
Wreck, as in Wreck-It Ralph.
Then I went to Wrexham and I was like, wrong football, Darren.
Wrexham, yeah, it's wrong football. So that's a chocolate bowl.
Yes.
Like, I tried to make it as simple as I could, but we still...
I wish it made me a bowl of chocolate to eat. I would have been happy. Just for like a barber's bowl of chocolate.
Somebody did say to me, and they will remain nameless, why didn't you put caramello? I'm like...
That's milk chocolate.
Yes. I had to have this explanation. Educational.
To be fair, caramel has its own...
that caramel-y stuff. I'm not down for that.
I'm surprised someone didn't say pink chocolate, though, because that is a thing.
Are you down for that top deck stuff? That milk and white chocolate mixture thing?
In a Kinder Egg, yes.
What's the best gift you've got out of a Kinder Egg?
I can't even remember what I get out of a Kinder Egg. That's yes. Cadbury Top Deck, probably not what I'm reaching for.
No.
Yeah.
Are you kind of one of those people that, like, is hot on the cracker toys as well? Like, you want to get good quality cracker? Like, if you want to get a good quality Kinder Egg?
Nah, I don't really care what's inside. I just eat the Kinder Egg.
So those McDonald's toys you get, like, they're the best ones I ever saw. I went to Finland, and I got these plushy...
Sorry, are you one of these people who goes to McDonald's in countries where you should be eating other food? Okay.
I thought when you're in Finland, why not eat the national dish of McDonald's?
America, maybe, yeah.
They had these plushy, incredible toys. They were amazing. They were like...
That was a massive toy.
It was.
That doesn't even fit in a McDonald's bag.
Not this. Like this. Incredible toys. I was like... Finland's really raising the Happy Meal toy game big time. Few people missing from the comments this week, disappointingly. Dino's disappeared. He's gone. Our food, he's gone. I think he's just living life.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought you meant he was gone, and I was like, that's a very weird way to announce that.
That he's died, yeah. No, he's gone from our socials.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's obviously too intelligent for our show. That's probably what's happened.
Okay, Dino.
Or there was no historical value in chocolate, one or the other.
Oh, there's a lot of historical value in chocolate.
Damn straight. Want to talk news?
Let's talk news.
Go. What do you want to talk about first?
Shall we talk about who's been hired?
Yeah. Two of.
John Harbaugh for New York Giants after a weird situation where he is now definitely reporting into ownership and not Joe Sheen.
Yes.
And that was the holdout, is he was not going to report into the GM. And then Atlanta Falcons have hired Kevin Stefanski, which I'm quite excited for.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, eh?
Because when he had Nick Chubb going, he really had Nick Chubb rolling. And it looked like, I think it will be good with Bijan Robinson, when he gets going.
But like his old team, quarterback is a problem.
Yes, that will be interesting to see. But interestingly, Matt Ryan came out in very strong support.
Yes.
Michael Penix, very strong support for Michael Penix. So it looks as though they will be rolling him back and seeing what he does. It is always good to try out a rookie quarterback because you're never really sure, and they're on a good contract. So yes, please, thank you. But I think, no, he's also number 7, isn't he?
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah, gosh.
I wish Cousins would play 6 because then they could just go, 6, 7. I don't know which one to pick.
Kirk Cousins has to be off that team.
Yeah, he's got to be gone.
Yeah.
Like a huge amount of money.
Yeah, just get him gone.
They're a talented team, the Falcons. They just have not. They showed spots of it last season, but then they also lost 30-0 to Carolina when Carolina were terrible.
I'm also excited to see Kevin Stefanski with a more steady ownership group. Because the Browns was tough hiring. I think he actually did very well for the years he was there. I don't think you could say he's a bad head coach. Somebody
is going to take that job, and they've still got to sort the Deshaun Watson problem out.
Well, because they kept the Andrew Berry, the GM, who did all of that. But they got rid of... I reckon Kevin Stefanski was also like, nah, get me out of here.
Yeah, he was probably happy to take the check and
he
be
was just
gone.
like, nah.
Exit me out. Someone that won't be looking for a job, Matt LaFleur.
No.
Signed an extension. I was surprised at that.
And Mike Tomlin has very adamantly said he will not be hired this year as a head coach.
Yes.
So he is not going to be coaching in 2026.
7 jobs remain open.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chargers fired their OC after their performance last week.
Yep, bye-bye Greg Roman.
Yeah, gone. So,
and DC is most likely going to be gone. Jesse Minter, he's in the second round of interviews with quite a few teams.
A lot of people going through interviews at the moment.
A lot, yeah.
Yes, Vance Joseph.
I was surprised Jeff Hafley, the Packers DC, is the front runner for the Miami Dolphins.
Yes,
because their defense wasn't that great. So I'm interested in that one. I also think it's interesting because they actually have a very solid DC in Anthony Weaver down in Miami.
Yeah.
So obviously he will probably move on, but he's also been interviewing for head coaching roles.
There's going to be a lot. This probably could be the most amount of turmoil in an off season. Well,
it was a lot in college as well. Like it's been in both kind of. And college went a bit traumatic, really, with your team. It's a bit much.
Oh. Just my team. You want to bring up my team? They went wild in the portal.
I know, it was
38.
I know, it was a bit much. Like, just full fire.
Ole Miss are not happy.
No.
They've accused him of destabilisation. And of course, one of their key players has now signed with LSU as well.
Is that even like a thing? Is that a legal thing? Is destabilisation?
But can you actually sue someone for destabilisation? I don't think you can.
Oh, you can sue someone for anything.
Yeah, in America, true enough, yeah. I'll tell you someone else who's not looking for a job. Bryce Young.
Yeah, Bryce Young looks like he will be staying as well.
Yeah, 5th-year option has been picked up.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like he's going to be the starter for Carolina, but because he was obviously first round, they don't have to pay him a lot, and then they get to make the decision again next year.
Yeah.
But now he's in a division with Stefanski and the Falcons, rather.
Falcons, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've got on the news.
I will double check mine.
You have a look what you've got on the news.
Matt LaFleur, John Harbaugh, Kevin Stefanski, Bo Nix injured, I think.
I was going to save that for the game. Oh,
it was horrible. Also, I didn't know he injured his ankle.
Yes. Yeah, it was a broken ankle.
No, like, when the play happened, did you go, oh, he's broken his ankle?
No, not at all.
And he's broken it so severely he needs surgery immediately because it's obviously unstable. I don't think anyone imagined that.
The next play, he threw a 30-yard to Marvin Mims, which drew the pass interference. Yeah. Then he knelt. Because I thought when I saw him, he did quite an aggressive kneel at the end. And I thought, I bet he's done it there. What a way to do it. But no.
It was on the...
And then he still went and did press conference.
Yeah. It was very strange.
It was odd. Oh, no, not press conference. He didn't do a press conference. He did the interview afterwards with CBS. And
it was weird. Like, it was just strange. So much so that I thought it was fake news. Like, when it first arrived on my timeline, I was like, oh, that must just be fake. Like, that didn't happen. But it did.
I listened to Sean Payton talking about it today. And apparently when Nix came off before the field goal, he did, and they do the whole punch in the chest to kind of go, yeah, we've got this. And Nix apparently turned around and went, oh, just be careful. And he was like, oh, what have you done? He said, oh, it's my ankle, it's really sore. He's like, so Peyton hit him again and went, you'll be all right. It's like, nice one, Sean. But yeah, no. And then Peyton did his press conference. Yeah. And then 25 minutes later came out again and then made that announcement. Yeah. Which in Colorado had just sucked every bit of air out the balloon.
Oh, the Broncos were going to the Super Bowl.
100%.
And now you kind of go, eh?
Well, I thought regardless of who won today's game, with Bo Nix, I would have put the Broncos in the Super Bowl. But without Bo Nix, I'm very reluctant to say they will. Yeah, well, John's having a bit of a moan today, being a Patriots fan.
Okay,
because they've got lots to moan about. But he's moaning about the fact that they've never got any love in the season. Well, that's probably because they played the 4th weakest schedule in the history of the NFL. Then, of course, they played injured Justin Herbert. Yeah. Then, of course, they played dog.
Okay.
Dog.
That game upset me so much because the Texans' defense What a waste.
I know.
It was such a good... like, even you, who doesn't like defence or is not defences, you have to admit that. That is so sad. Your defence played so well.
That game was a rough watch, though.
So well.
A rough watch. I know. You would be... If you were the DC, you'd be just absolute... We'll get to that game in a minute. But then of course, we played against CJ that was rubbish, and now we're going to beat the Broncos without Nix, and I'm like, well, it's all true. It's all true.
Look, the Patriots being dealt a very good hand. Happens sometimes. It just is what it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, and they probably are going to go to the Super Bowl now, which is going to just...
But then I think they're going to be facing the Seahawks.
Oh, I do, and I think the Seahawks are going to absolutely hunt down Drake May. I have a lot to say about Drake May. So, the NFL, the playoffs this year, 14 fourth-quarter lead changes so far. 5 teams have won when trailing in the final 3 minutes. Both are the most in NFL history.
And every AFC championship now since 2011 has featured either the Patriots or the Chiefs.
Since 2011?
2011.
Wow. Yeah, because they snuck in today, didn't they? What was funny, the only game that didn't make the over was the game that was predicted to be the highest scoring, which ended up being the lowest scoring game, which was Bears-Rams. Oh, boy. Do you want to start off with the first game of the weekend? The number 6 ranked Bills, 30.
This game
playing the number 1 ranked Broncos, 33 after overtime.
I did not like this game. The Bo Nix injury was terrible. I just don't like when games are icky. You know, like with all the penalties and stuff. I think the Broncos should have won this game. I think the Broncos were the better team. But I hate when there's like icky, controversial calls that kind of put a whole smudge on the game, if that makes sense. So
here's the questions for you before we get into the meat of the game, right? Was it pass interference in your view? The second one.
Which one? Sorry, there were so many of them at the end.
There were 2 in the final drive.
Yeah.
The second one where Mims got taken out. The one that left them down on like the 5-yard line.
I think yes, personally, but I know lots of people disagree with me.
He strikes him like a good 2 seconds before the ball even gets there. I think
what happens is the defender's just gassed.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. And when you're gassed, you're kind of told as defender to just get the penalty because you have more of a chance then to stop them in the red zone with the whole team instead of just you. So, yeah. I think it was, personally.
And then was the interception an interception?
That was weird.
Dun, dun, dun.
I always favour defence, so yes, I think it was. I do see the precedent, though, is that normally it goes to offence. It's weird. I think that's the weird part about this call is historically it's gone to offence. If you look at the whole like Seahawks versus Lions, was it Lions situation? The whole Golden Tate thing. That was very much if anything is ever in doubt, it goes to offence. That's just historically been the precedent. So I think that's what's very weird about it. I personally, though, I'm a defence person, so 100% give the interception to them.
I'm not sure he ever maintained control through the pass. Because everyone's like, but his knee was down. I'm like, yeah, but you've still got to maintain control through the pass. And
interception.
Did not.
Yeah, no, I also think it's an interception. But I do think it was weird because, like, historically, offence gets that call. The
interesting stat in this game is that the favouritism kind of went one way and the other with the bookies, and at one point it was the Bills were 1.5 and Broncos 1.5 and back to the Bills. When the Broncos were underdog, it was only the second time in 50 years that the number 1 seed was underdog, and the only time that ever happened previously was the 2017 Eagles, who went on to win the Super Bowl.
That's a good sign for them.
So, but the big question is, was Josh Allen trying to do too much?
Yes.
And didn't actually need to?
Yeah. But then, to be fair, James Cook, who's like the other big star of their offense, was really struggling to get any yards.
Yeah.
And it felt like that was Denver's plan, was to completely smother and destroy James Cook and then put it all on Josh Allen. And then you get what some people call sugar high Josh Allen, where he's just trying to, superhero Josh Allen, like he's just trying to do way too much, and he really didn't need to because there was a lot of time left in the game.
Yeah.
It was interesting kind of seeing the almost demolition of Josh Allen.
Yeah, that weird kind of first down that he ran for and then fumbled the ball backwards. And
yeah, it was...
Then that gave Denver the kind of 20-10 halftime lead because that gave them the chance to kick the field goal. Cook fumbled at 7-3.
It was just a whole lot of... Ugh.
Yeah, then that pass from Nix to Humphrey was a great pass.
Yeah.
Just anywhere where the defender couldn't get it. And Josh Allen's press conference.
Yeah, we was crying. It kind of, for once, because normally it's not, if you look at all of Josh Allen's playoff careers, it's not normally him. This time you are kind of like, yeah, it was kind of you. Like 5 turnovers, and like 4 of them were on you.
I mean, people were making the big deal that, it's altitude, but people forget that Josh Allen played at Wyoming, which is actually the highest altitude that anyone plays at. That's right. So it was never going to be such a big deal. Second half, though, Bills came back hard, then got up in the fourth quarter, 27-23, and then the last 53 seconds was just wild.
Yeah. I don't like when games end like that. It just feels gross.
Go on, you go. Sorry.
So I know I've been hammering this whole thing. The Broncos running game is a problem. That is exactly how Bo Nix got injured. When Bo Nix is your leading rusher and has under 30 yards, like that's your leading rusher.
It was 36, I think.
Oh, 36. Like whatever. That's not going to sustain. And so your leading rusher is Bo Nix. So you put him on that weird play where he gets injured. If you had a running back that you trusted, he wouldn't have been the person running the ball. Like I really think the Broncos run game has come back to greatly haunt them.
70 yards total rushing. They had. Yeah. Interesting though, the Broncos defense gassed for like 450 yards of offense. Bills were 10 of 15 on third down. 150 yards rushing. That Broncos D. I mean, the only thing good for the Broncos is normally when they have a bad game, they play better. They play well the next week. The Bills are one of 4 teams to win a playoff game for 6 consecutive seasons. The other 3 won 3 Super Bowls each in that period.
The nonesty.
Yes.
That's what I'm calling them, because it's the dynasty that's theoretically
or the dynasty.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like Buffalo are one of those cursed franchises, right? I mean,
new stadium, though. Maybe that will be a new start for them.
But it's indoor, isn't it? No, it's not indoor, is it? No, they didn't go indoor, did they?
Constructed it in a way that creates like massive acoustic sound, so that would be quite cool.
I mean, do you think that the window's closed
for the Bills?
This Bills.
I think they'll need a rebuilding year. Yeah. I think also, unfortunately, they're going to get a hard schedule now. So, yeah, it's everything around Josh Allen is not there. And his offensive line this year wasn't that good. He had James Cook, so that's good. He's got a running back now, but he has no one to throw to. His tight ends really should be better than they are. And then the defense, which is Sean McDermott's area of expertise, played valiantly, but was not good enough. And then I just don't think the roster's constructed well. It's too old. The team is too old. When you rely on Tre'Davious White, who has played very well this off-season, did get the penalty that we've already discussed where he looked a bit gassed. I just think you need to regrow.
Do you reckon Sean McDermott comes back? He was very defiant in interviews. He was very sort of like...
How many years does he have left on his contract?
Can't be a lot.
Yeah. I wonder if he comes back for this year and then maybe this will be his private year. Because I think, as like just from a business standpoint, you're opening a new stadium, you don't really want... Because Sean McDermott puts good product on the field every year. You can't say he's like bad coach. He's similar to Kevin Stefanski. He puts good product on the field, and then has the issue of the quarterback for Kevin Stefanski. But I think as a business, you don't actually want the unknown. You want, yes, I want Sean McDermott to come back and deliver me a good product to open my stadium and all of that. I just, from that standpoint, I don't think they'll get rid of him.
Josh Allen's 30 next year. Not old. I mean, we saw Brady played at 45, but...
Brady doesn't play like Josh Allen, though.
No, that's true. He doesn't get banged up.
And Josh Allen got destroyed in the Jags game.
Yes.
Like, completely. That knee went the wrong way, and somehow he was fine.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps coming back, but, you know, I was listening to some stuff tonight about when Cam Newton went to the Patriots, and there just was nothing left. He was a very similar quarterback to Josh Allen. Big, you know, took a lot of hits, but at some point in the career, it's a bit like running backs, right? They got 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And those amount of hits that you take, you can't take them forever.
No, they build up a lot of scar tissue.
So, Denver, home AFC game, but they will be without Bo Nix. Jarrett Stidham will be the starter who has not started a competitive game. Has started 4.
And this is his 5th. And his 5th is an AFC championship game. That is wild. Wild.
I think Denver are hoping for the Nick Foles effect.
Yes, and like we talked about this after the game. I really hope for that for the Denver fans because I think that would be a really cool story. I just fear because Nick Foles got injured with 2 weeks left in the regular season. He had that time to build up chemistry with the receivers for the Eagles, whereas Jarrett Stidham has 7 days.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot. And like I said to you, like, you're coming out and you're facing, and you're getting hit for the first time in quite a while. And I know they're professionals, but it's still like you get hit in that cold weather at altitude. It does hurt, and it does make you think twice. You go, oh, I forgot that you get hit because he's been playing redshirt. You just throw the ball. So, I don't know.
The problem with Stidham is he takes a lot more sacks than Bo Nix.
Yes, and that doesn't work.
And that's not going to work. So that is a problem. He's probably not as accurate. Not that Nix is super accurate, but I don't think he's as accurate.
Does he got a good... Because Nix has a good deep ball. Does he have a deep ball?
The problem with Nix's deep ball is they're not accurate. He's good within, say, 10 yards, 20 yards. Where Stidham can probably separate himself is if he can hit a good long ball.
Yeah. Over
the top of the Patriots.
And you need... Because the Broncos had, Troy Franklin go out?
Yeah. Pat Bryant went out.
Yeah, Pat Bryant with concussion, Troy Franklin with a hamstring.
Yeah.
Troy Franklin's your deep threat.
Yeah.
With a hamstring is not a good sign.
But Marvin Mims, they actually took him out the special team and then put him on as receiver and, of course, drew the penalty right at the end, which led to the winning field goal. Mims has got speed.
Yes.
Mims got good hands as well. Evan Ingram. So what was interesting is they're talking a lot that Ingram could have a big game because that's kind of the target that Stidham's...
Actually, Nix missed him to the touchdown. It was weird.
Yeah.
Like, just completely... It was so strange to watch. And then it felt like Evan Ingram was just disappeared for the rest of the game. Like, he was almost put in, like, Sean Payton's sin bin for not...
Yeah. J.K. Dobbins is back training. He's training.
Because that will make a difference.
That will be huge.
There's no run game to fall back on here for Denver. You cannot even pretend that there's a run game. And Stidham is not a running quarterback. He's not a scrambler. So that would be massive if J.K. Dobbins comes back. It
would be tragic if the Patriots win like 42-7 or something like that. It's a non-event. Yeah. Because otherwise it would have been an event.
Or is it similar to when Brock Purdy went down in the NFC Championship where you just
Eagles,
go, sub in someone else? Maybe not the Texans, but someone else.
The Broncos have signed a third quarterback, Ben DiNucci. Who's at about his 11th team.
So Ben DiNucci I love because every time he gets released or whatever... he always posts it himself on like this hilarious thing, and every time he takes a photo of like an airport bear, and then he goes, just letting breaking news, Ben DiNucci released.
It's good to have a sense of humour. It's like those the insurance adverts in America where they have the backup. Yeah. Where the guy can't reverse on his drive and they call in a backup.
Case Keenum.
Case Keenum, and then the photograph one with Tony DeVito and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting, but talking of blowouts, game number 2, 6th ranked 14. This game was over after 13 seconds.
Yes.
It was over.
It was completely like, when you're watching those boxing fights and someone just hits a really hard first punch or like a kidney punch.
That's right. That's it.
Done.
After the game, my first note was the Seahawks scored more in 13 seconds than the 49ers in an hour.
Yeah. It was bad for the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, those injuries just kind of caught up with them, right?
Oh, yeah, it was just complete demolition.
Kittle was gone. They only had 6 days as well since the last game. They kind of got the hard straw in this one.
Yeah. I actually have no positive things to say about the 49ers. It's like Purdy, every single one of Purdy's options were completely smothered. Christian McCaffrey really couldn't get anywhere going. He got 35 yards of rushing. It honestly felt like Ernest Jones was everywhere, patrolling the field for the Seahawks. DeMarcus Lawrence, again, with forced fumble. Like, he's just doing them all season. It's insane. So, yeah, Seahawks defense completely destroyed the 49ers again in the span of like 3 weeks.
The interesting thing is that McCaffrey is second all-time in scrimmage touchdowns in 49ers history. He's only been there about 4 years.
Well, he's the engine that makes it a go.
Only Jerry Rice ahead of him, but...
2 sacks, 3 turnover and downs, 2 fumbles and 1 interception by the Seahawks defense. The 49ers didn't do anything.
Yeah, they got nowhere. It was almost like the 13-3 game.
Yeah.
On sugar, right? It was hamped up. But interested to look at the history, because they did lose a COVID game. The Seahawks have not lost a home playoff game in front of fans for 20 years.
Yeah, that's
20 years.
The Seahawks being at home makes a massive difference because that stadium just comes alive.
Yeah.
Like, you can feel it when you're watching the games there. It would be cool. It's Lumen Field. I remembered it this time. It'd be fun to go see it.
It'd be a great stadium too. When I went to the New Orleans Saints, they had the listen to the noise meter.
Yeah.
It was up near 130 decibels. It's insane.
Deafening.
But like, it could have been worse as well because the 49ers, obviously the Seahawks returned the kick, and then the first drive, Purdy almost fumbled.
Yeah.
He's lucky that his arm was going forward. Boys, that would have been 14-0.
Yeah.
After 20 seconds or something, I'd be like, phew. Little did we know the game was already done at the 13-second mark, right? I mean, Darnold, I don't know.
He was fine.
He was fine, but have we really seen him tested?
It all goes down to Darnold. And this is because I reckon they're going to beat the Rams.
Yeah, I don't think the Rams are going to get past them.
I think it's all eyes on Darnold. And that's quite scary because you're really not sure what you can get of Darnold. I think it's good that the Seahawks run game has finally really come on in the last few weeks. 175 yards totals, 3 touchdowns for Walker. Like, I think you can rely on those people. I think you can rely on JSN running the little screens, the little nifty. I think they've got enough. It's just, if Sam Darnold has like a freak out or a meltdown, then Seahawks, no.
Well, it'll be interesting because we will talk about someone shortly who did exactly that today. But he hasn't really because the 49ers defense, no Warner, no Bosa, no. So he didn't really face anyone there in the last game of the regular season. Then it plays the 49ers again, so no again. Then they're going to play the Rams next week, no again.
Yeah.
Then he's going to play either the Patriots or the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He could have that kind of... You remember Cam Newton in Super Bowl 50?
Yes.
Where just absolutely lost his mind?
Yeah,
I could kind of see Darnold losing his mind. I worry
for that. That's my fear. I think he's got a very good offensive coordinator in Clint Kubiak. So.
Oh, yeah, a great coordinator.
So the last time that I would say the Seahawks played a good defense, they played the Texans on the 21st of October. That's it, yeah. They played the Texans. They did win.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, the Seahawks just went easy. I mean, it's 41-6 and there were no points in virtually the last quarter.
Yeah.
So it was like... My kind of question, so I had a question out of every game. Mm-hmm. Where now for Kyle Shanahan? Does he hang in there? Does he get a pass because of the injuries? Or... Because it's not... a secret that him and...
This is interesting.
That him and the GM don't get on right.
Yeah, John Lynch, yeah.
This
is interesting because I think it's way more interesting because you've got the Steelers and the Ravens. And those are two, like, prime teams that you know that if you go and coach there, you're going to coach there for years. Like, they're two very stable organisations. It's like when Matt LaFleur took the Packers job. You know that you're going to be there for a while. So that's quite an appealing situation. So I would wonder now, because those two roles are open, do you see him potentially look elsewhere? I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think there's a few head coach things that are still to play out, yeah.
Yeah. Because if those two situations are open, then I think why would he go anywhere else?
Yeah.
Like, the other situations are really not appealing. But to the Pittsburgh Steelers, if he could get someone in, like our quarterback in, He's got a good defensive coordinator. If their special teams coordinator stays Danny, I can't remember his last name, but his first name's Danny, he might end up with the Miami Dolphins or somewhere else. But I think he's got something there.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's just too, like Tomlin. It's time, right?
So then you just go. Steelers,
just go. Fun. Yeah. Talking of the meltdown quarterback, the number 5 Texans 16, the number 2 Patriots 28.
Why did they not put in Davis Mills? When you absolutely saw your quarterback having a genuine
meltdown.
Like, he looked so confused, so lost, and it's not like the Patriots defense is stellar. Like, they did run some very confusing packages. I could see how you would get confused out there, but it was also the fact he couldn't drive the ball and the weather. It looked as though he did injure his hand at some point. Why at no point did you consider putting Davis Mills in?
Half time.
Just try.
Right, you could just see at half time when he threw that interception at the end of the first half. You were just like,
just try.
Go.
Like, what have you got to lose? The game? Well, you lost the game. You should have tried him.
I've got it in my notes here. Davis Mills needs to come on in the second half, and D'Amico Ryans came out and just doubled down and went, we've got his back. And they kind of looked all right for the first couple of minutes, but then it just kind of went...
This game would have been so much worse if not for the Texans' defense.
Oh.
So, Texans' defense bail out CJ Stroud on his first turnover, no points. But the second was the pick six. Texans' defense couldn't do anything. But then the third one, again, Texans' defense came out and bailed out again, no points for the Patriots. Fourth interception, again, no points for the Patriots. Then a fumble by Marks recovered by the Patriots. Texans' defense bailed them out again. What such a waste of good defense.
I know.
They've just got 5 sacks on the day on Drake May. Your defense completely kept it for, because it should have, if the Patriots had even scored 3 points, it should have been a complete blowout, but it wasn't, because the Texans defense kept it close.
Well, if you think the Bills are the sort of, what did we call them?
The non-honesty.
The non-honesty, but no, that they are the cursed team, that was the word. The Texans are 0-7 in divisional games. They cannot get it done. I mean, everyone's going on about Josh Allen can't get it done. The Texans... It was interesting because I look back the last 3 years, they won their wildcard games by 20-odd points and then pretty much got blown out in the divisional games.
What do you do with CJ Stroud? Because he came out on Bryce Young, so I think they've already picked up his 5th-year option, haven't they?
I would. Well, I don't know if they have. They probably would have left it till the end of the season, but
yeah,
Davis Mills ain't the future either.
No, but something slightly broke with CJ Stroud. I'm not sure, because last year he got hit a lot. This year he actually got hit a fair amount. I think someone needs to come in and kind of give CJ Stroud confidence. Also, the Texans were missing Nico Collins, which made a difference. And they are their offense isn't really built that well around CJ Stroud, so we'll give him that. But he did go 20 for 47 for 212 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 sacks, and 4 interceptions.
4 interceptions.
4.
I mean, the game, when Diggs got that TD, and it's questionable whether Diggs should even be playing, but made it 21-10, I kind of went, game's over.
Yeah.
And then Texans came out and made it 21-13. They had obviously that touchdown off, and then... Yeah. Got in the red zone again and then fumbled the ball, and I'm
It was telling there were 4 minutes left. D'Amico Ryans punted the ball.
Yeah, I was very surprised at that.
I think he just went, the offense isn't going to get it done. Maybe my defense can score me a touchdown. I think they had way more of a chance of scoring a touchdown than their offense at that point.
Well, that's really interesting, because I'm going to raise a similar point to that in the final game we're going to cover.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've got to quickly mention Drake May.
Yes.
It wasn't a great game.
No, 4 fumbles, 2 lost.
What's going to be interesting, right? The team that has the most sacks in the NFL is the Denver Broncos.
Yes.
He cannot do that next week.
No,
the Broncos are going to get to him.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I mean, the Texans' D is 1, arguably with the Seahawks. Broncos are 3 or 4.
Yeah.
They're going to get to him. And you know, Benito and all those guys, they hit hard. So, yeah, I was really interested in this game, because Drake May's not really played anyone great most of the year.
And he hasn't played well the last 2 weeks.
No. So, it will be interesting.
I think Stevenson will be a big a big weapon for them next week against the Broncos. You need to run Stevenson against that, because that
He came out of the game today, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but he went back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's that. Finally, the number 5 Rams, 20, 3.5 point favourite, by the way, against the number 2 Bears, 17 after overtime. The over-under was 50. The biggest of the weekend, didn't even get to 40. Bears downed.
Bears downed?
Bears downed.
Downed. There's one Bear I want to shout out, though. Brisker for the Bears defence.
Yeah, great.
Everywhere. 14 tackles and 1 sack. It was just pretty much, they were always like, and there's Brisker. Oh, there's Brisker with the tackle. Like, insane. So I reckon the Bears defence played pretty well.
I think the interesting question, you talked about a head coach not having confidence in an offence. The last 2 weeks, Ben Johnson constantly going on 4th down.
Yes, I know.
Is that saying I don't have the confidence? Because they went on 4th down in the red zone or at least in field goal range, and this game finished tied.
So I have here... So you know how Dan Campbell went for 4th down because he did it for his players and it fed them, and that was a selfless decision. This feels a very selfish, arrogant decision, him going for 4th down, him thinking he can out-scheme. What is a very good Rams defensive coordinator? Like, is it Chris Schuler?
Yeah.
He's up for head coaching jobs. He did well in this game to keep the Bears' offense relatively contained. I think it was actually complete arrogance that he thought he would get it each of the 4th down times. If they didn't go, I reckon the Bears could have probably...
They could have won that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably won that game. Yeah. And I thought back to the Rams only just winning last week. And I actually thought if the Panthers would have played today, I think the Panthers would have beaten the Bears.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Panthers would have beaten the Bears. Caleb Williams, everyone's going to talk about that touchdown.
So, what?
Everyone's going to talk about that touchdown.
No, I saved this. No, that shouldn't... How? That was just my thing. I was like, what? How? This is like the most lucky thing I've ever seen in my life. This was not a thing of skill. This was not a thing. This was just he heaved it. And what? Like, how?
Well, there was some potential pushing off from...
I didn't actually think it was much of a push.
There was a little bit of going on there.
Both kind of fighting, so
but
it's fine.
Chris Collinsworth just does my head in. We've never seen anything like this ever before. Have you never watched the Alabama game where Jalen Milroe did pretty much that apart from the running around bit on 4th and 31 and threw it into the back corner and someone caught it? I'm like, we have seen this before, Chris Collinsworth. Like, just give it up by just... commentators, right? And I said this earlier, and I said to John earlier, they just desperately wanted a Josh Allen, Caleb Williams Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
They were just so... The anti-Denver sentiment... The Allen was robbed, Allen was... just give it up, will you? They're not good enough.
No, they weren't good enough. The Broncos should have won that game. Like I said earlier, I think it's icky. I do, however, want to say the best throw I've ever seen. It wasn't completed, but the best thing I've ever seen was that when Patrick Mahomes was in the Super Bowl against the Bucks, and he was genuinely like parallel to the crowd, and he threw it. That was by far the most, and I've never seen that was kind of some
Superman.
Yeah, never seen anyone ever do that again. I don't think you will. It was genuine insanity. I don't know how he threw that. That would be the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Caleb Williams was trash.
Oh, he was terrible.
Everyone's going to go on about that pass, but you're right. He wasn't even looking. He just threw it back corner.
Oh, yeah. No, he wasn't.
But I don't know how, after that amount of time, a receiver is that open. My question from this game is, how long is Caleb Williams the guy in Chicago?
No, in Christchurch.
He's probably not. He's not the guy in Christchurch at all.
He is the guy in Christchurch. I don't know. I think there's going to be a GM versus coach battle go down in the Bears organisation, similar to the Titans, Ron Carthen versus Mike... I've forgotten his name. Mike Vrabel.
Jeff Vrabel, yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen there, and I think the GM will win out for this year, but I think Ben Johnson will get his guy probably at the end of next year. I think they'll keep Caleb for one more year.
Yeah, I don't think... He's got the lowest completion percentage in the NFL.
Yeah.
And today, he wasn't a great deal better. 3 interceptions, the last one of which was the one that led to the drive down the field for the field goal.
And the Bears O-line actually did their job in keeping him upright.
Yeah.
He wasn't he did, yeah.
No. I mean, towards the end, obviously, when they chased him out and everything. When they were chasing him out, I'm like, this is the game.
He held the ball for so long.
When it went to the end zone, I'm like, here we go again. They're going to win again, aren't they? And for the first 5 minutes, I actually couldn't watch overtime.
Yeah.
I was like, I just don't want to watch this again.
Because the Bears...
It's just my nightmare watching this over and over and over again.
Because the Bears just struggled to connect. Caleb Williams... To be fair, both quarterbacks were struggling in the weather, but Caleb Williams more so than Matt Stafford. And they just couldn't really connect on offense at all. The only thing that really got points on the board was Caleb Williams scrambling.
Yeah.
And that was it. But the Bears' defense, like I said, did their job. They limited Puka Nacua to 56 yards.
Yes.
They made it hard for Kyron Williams to run. He did run pretty strong, though. So, the Bears' special teams did their job because the Rams' special team was awful, and I think that will be completely their downfall next week against the Seahawks. You can't be that bad on special teams.
I mean, you got to give Sean McVay some flowers.
Oh, yeah.
This is his 15th playoff game.
He's an outstanding coach.
Do you know that all of them have been against a different team?
Yes, I know. I saw that.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And he's gone for his 10th win, which he's now achieved, before 40. Mm-hmm. The next best all-time in the NFL is 5.
He's a very impressive coach. It'll be interesting to see what he chooses to do, because I think he'll be a coach that stays with the Rams the whole time, and I'm not sure he'll ever go anywhere else. I think he'll end up on TV.
Yeah. 100%. He's TV material.
So is Mike Tomlin, apparently.
Yep, I reckon. And he will command a large amount of money for that.
Yeah.
So that leaves us with Monday, the 26th of January at 9 a.m.
Who's your Super Bowl pick? So I've already said throughout the show, I think Patriots Seahawks are in the Super Bowl, and I think the Seahawks win.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I just don't think Denver will have enough.
No,
the only way really Denver win that game is they keep it to like 16-13.
Yeah.
If the Patriots score 20, Denver won't win that game because Stidham won't put up 20 points.
No.
That D has to show up, and they have to do effectively what the Texans did today, and they've got to chase Drake May. They've got to ball security is a problem for him. It's going to be a low score if Denver win. I think it's either a low score Denver win or it's a blowout Patriots win. I don't think there's any in between. That ain't going to overtime.
No. And then Rams versus Seahawks.
Oh, Seahawks. Yeah, it's not even close.
No, I think the Rams would have to have an insane game from Kyron Williams, Puka and Stafford to get it.
And they've done it.
They have done it before.
I mean, it's better. It's a better climate for the Rams. Today was awful for them. Stafford was bigging it up before the game, going, we love this climate. And I'm like, do you?
No.
Really? -8? Really? So, Patriots, Broncos, 9 o'clock New Zealand time, Monday, the 26th of January, and then the NFC game follows at 12:30 New Zealand time, Rams at Seahawks.
Excited, it's Auckland anniversary weekend.
It is indeed. So, that first game's going to set the tone, I reckon. It's going to be amazing.
Shall we move to the game tomorrow, National Championship?
Absolutely. This is
Miami.
Fascinating.
Oh, and we've got one college news. Dante Moore is returning to college over
the
draft.
And that's because he was so terrible against Indiana. He would have dropped. He was touted as one. People were talking about him at 1.
Yeah.
And I'd seen him a couple of times this season. I'm like, he's not 1.
Yeah, he probably got, because you know how they can go out for their draft round grades from the league. I think he probably got a second and third and goes, no, I'm not doing that. And
I'm out. Yeah. So Miami are the first team to play for a national championship in their home stadium ever. There we go. And they are 7-1 at home. Only team they lost to at home was Louisville.
Did you know Mendoza's from Miami, though?
He is indeed, yes. And didn't Signetti and...
yes, they came out of Miami.
They played in college together or something?
Yeah, they did.
Cristobal, that's his name. Mario Cristobal. Indiana seeking their first ever title. Miami seeking their first since 2001. Indiana will be the first 16-win team in FBS history if they win.
Damn.
There you go. So,
do you see how expensive the tickets are for this game?
Oh, $3,500 to $5,000 US.
That's ridiculous. That would generally put me back for like a year.
Do you know the crazy thing is because I follow loads of college teams and I get loads of updates, Rams and all that sort of stuff. Yesterday when the game ended, I got notification that Denver tickets had come for sale. $500 to go to a championship game. I was like, if I live there, I don't care if my team's in it or not. $500 to go to a championship game. That's $3,500 to $5,000 for a national championship.
Yeah. It's expensive.
Come on. Now, the interesting part here, and I didn't realise this, Indiana only average 3 penalties per game.
Yeah,
and that's the 4th lowest. Who the hell's doing less penalties than 3?
I don't know.
That's the 4th lowest.
I'm assuming it'll be some weird JUCO team, won't it?
Miami are the 94th. So big differential there.
It's because Indiana's, I think, the most efficient team I've seen in a while on all facets of the ball. It's 100%. Insane. They've got a great run defense. It's interesting because you're looking at the stats and you're kind of looking at this game leading up. Every team has just kind of given up running on Indiana, and I think if Miami even wants a chance, they're going to have to stick to the run, even if it's 2 yards a carry. You just need to keep drilling that. Otherwise, if you're only ever defending the pass, you're not going to get anywhere with Indiana.
I mean, I put Miami are going to have to lean on the run game.
Yeah.
They're going to have to.
And then Miami defensive line has to show up and sack Mendoza.
Well, they play pretty mistake-free, as we saw. Mendoza's had less incompletions than touchdowns. It's crazy.
Yeah.
In two games, Indiana have scored 50 or more in 7 games. Now, you can argue strength of schedule.
Yeah, all that.
But it'll be interesting. Carson Beck playing as starter in a championship.
Yeah.
Well, he has won 2 rings previously, but that was a backup in Georgia. So, which way are you leaning? Because people have doubted Miami. People have said Miami shouldn't be there. Notre Dame should have been there.
I'm going Indiana. I'm not even going to pretend to try and doubt or really put Miami. I think I would love to, but it just feels like everything in the air is Hoosiers. Like, there's nothing you can't do wrong for them at the moment. So
you just have those seasons, right, where a team just feels like it's destiny, right?
It predetermined it. It's gone. There's no way.
I was kind of a bit like that with the Patriots in the NFL. Are they just destiny? Is it just destiny for them? I don't know, but
I think the Seahawks will have a lot to say about that.
I think they will. Indiana are currently 8.5-point favourite, and the over/under is 47.5, which is low for a college game.
Yeah.
So they're either thinking that Miami are going to score nothing, or Miami are actually going to turn up.
Miami is probably going to turn up because they do have a very good defense.
I can't look past Indiana. It's hard.
Oh, it's very hard to make a case for Indiana.
I want Indiana to
Miami,
I want Indiana to win. I just don't want to spend that. Yeah, I want that. That's what we want.
I just don't. If it comes down to a shootout, I'm taking Mendoza over Beck.
All day.
Do you know, because I feel so bad. He's not exciting to watch at all. I think he's a good quarterback. He's just not exciting. He's kind of like Mac Jones. He's fine.
The interesting part of this game will be, in the last couple of games, because Indiana have turned the ball over so much, as in opponents have turned the ball over, Mendoza's played with a lot of short field.
Yes, he has.
So if Miami are punting back to the 5 or the 7 or something all the time,
you do have to go
and
away.
Mendoza's got to play with a long field, it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, Miami need to generate some negative plays. If that's on special teams, if that's on offense, on defense, they need to do it. And Malachi Tony needs to turn up for his hometown, Miami.
And interesting, there's already a lot of noise about Signetti being linked to the Pittsburgh job.
He came out and said no.
I know, but how many times does that happen?
That he says no.
That people say no and then, here they are?
I don't think that's what Pittsburgh want.
No.
Pittsburgh have historically, no. I just think they want a young person they can keep for a while that can grow with the team.
I mean, good thing for Signetti is Indiana have got very wealthy backers now.
Oh, yes.
They were in NIL and transfer area. They are set.
Yes.
Mark Cuban, who used to own the Dallas Mavericks, multi-billionaire, they've got a lot of money.
Oh, there's no problem for that.
No. So we're both on Indiana?
Yes, we shouldn't, but I can't not.
We should do a video sometime tomorrow night at whatever ungodly time after the game and post it on one of our many social media channels. Mm-hmm. People should really get on those social media channels, don't you think?
I think they should.
So much amazing content.
Let's go championship week.
Looking at ourselves humiliate ourselves. We are the new TikTok generation, DT.
We are indeed.
That is our show. Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back next Monday. My name's Darran Lees.
And I'm DT.
Have a marvellous week, and we will catch you next Monday at 6:30.